Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we're going to take a look at how you can complete all the missions for stage 2 of the Devil Awakens event. Now in this one you face a strength Super Saiyan Broly who turns into a tech legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Legendary Super Saiyan Broly has 500,000 attack. The Super Saiyan 1 has 300,000. Super Saiyan hits for about 840,000 on the super but can fire 2 per turn. The Tech 1 can fire 1.5 million supers, but super interestingly enough can crit. So this is the first boss, I believe, that can crit. He does guaranteed crit when he's performing his super attack, and that makes it hit very hard. It also makes it ignore things like type advantage, which is very interesting. Doesn't ignore damage reduction, so high damage reduction units are going to be effective here, and having evasion based units will also be effective. Now there are some special gimmicks to this fight. So if you have a Super Saiyan Goten or Super Saiyan Gohan in your team, Super Saiyan Goten Kid or Super Saiyan Gohan team, then there will be an increase in the damage of Broly. 75% in his Super Saiyan form, 150% in his legendary Super Saiyan form. However, you can somewhat cancel this out by bringing a Super Saiyan Trunks Kid that will reduce his attack by 90%, and a Videl, which will reduce his defense by 90%. This is very important as Broly has like 3 million defense and is quite tanky. So in terms of like the overall play here, we're doing a movie heroes team. Now I'm using Gobros to hit both the Goten and the Gohan metric at the same time, and this does work. However, you don't have to do this. You can use them separately, and this is probably easier. I, for example, am using, or I would like to use a separate Gohan. I don't currently have one, but if you manage to summon the Strength Gohan, he'll be a great option here. You can also use the Kamehameha Goten, who I'm using, who is a great option here as well, because of the fact that he can damage Broly. Now something else that's very important is that Broly can be sealed. So Broly can be sealed. This will prevent his super attack and dramatically reduce the amount of damage that he can do, especially if you are considering the fact that you're now bringing a Trunks who's going to reduce his overall attack. Now let's talk about the missions. So obviously that's strategy wise for this team, but there are some missions, and what are we completing with this team and what are we completing with the next one. So for stage 2 there are 5 missions in total. So basically for stage 2, defeating the stage will net you 10 stones. Defeating it with a golden teen who inherited his father's will and fought the devil will be Gohan teen, specifically Super Saiyan Gohan teen. You also have to clear the stage 2 with a golden fighter who resembles the young Goku. Specifically this has to be Super Saiyan Goten Kid. Then you can clear stage 2 with a young golden fighter who has a proud father, sorry, German showing through there. That has to be Super Saiyan Trunks Kid. And then you have clear stage 2 with a fighter whose father is the world champion of martial arts, and that is Videl. Now, the only other mission is related to 6 Planetary Destruction category characters, and we'll take a look at that team just now. But basically, to cut a long story short, you can do this or complete a lot of these with free-to-play characters, namely being the Trunks and the Videl. They help a lot because the 2 latest free-to-play ones, the EZA Strength Videl and the very strong, very helpful Int Trunks, are both very good, very solid additions that really help to kind of give you a good mechanic and ability to defeat Broly. Now we're sheltering all of that within 2 physical Gogetas, but you don't have to. There's plenty of alternative movie heroes leads that you can kind of run or look to run. Ultimately Gogeta's not actually the biggest thing here. He's not the biggest benefactor here, although he does help because of his damage and his taunt if you get into trouble. Now that's how we complete the majority of the missions, but we still have one more to complete, and that is Planetary Destruction. Now arguably the Planetary Destruction ones are a little bit different because you don't have the ability on the Planetary Destruction challenge to reduce the attack of the enemy or to reduce the defense, because you don't have Videl, you don't have Goten. So this makes it dramatically more like just a traditional event, which is also fine. For this team, though, you can still seal, and so that's intrinsically especially why, well, one of the reasons why we're bringing the Amand. So the Amand character has a chance to seal. Outside of that, you're pretty much just going with Int Burly for high volume damage. If you want to make this really easy, just run double Int Burlies and then just basically run like a full Int lineup. Pump all of your items to get through phase 1 and the early stages of phase 2, which you see me doing, and then basically just incinerate the boss with double Burly active skill. That is pretty much it. Or alternatively just wait like 2 more days for the Int LR Burly friend to come out, and then just have him do all the heavy lifting for you. Yeah, it's really as straightforward as that. But I felt like running a tourless team, and it was one of the teams that has some nice sustain, and also has the ability to seal as well. So there are some really good mechanisms that we can use here to have a pretty good time. Of course, it's going to depend on your box and what you have. Some of these units are, relatively difficult to come by, but there's not a lot of free-to-play units here or anything. But I think as long as you're working around a variation of having the Int Burly right now, and potentially the Int LR Burly in future, I think you'll get this done relatively easily. The boss is not super tanky when you're critting, because obviously that helps with his defense. So as long as you're critting and getting off multiple attacks, you tend to be more than fine. And that's why Int Burly is so good, because he just does so much high volume damage in such a short space of time. But yeah, that should cover everything you need to know about the event. If you need any more help with it, you can let me know, obviously, and I will gladly assist you. But for now, that's pretty much it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. So until then, take care, stay safe, and let me know if you need any more help with your team builds. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care, stay safe, and bye.